It's time to golf a hole with the pro at Minot Country Club. Brought to you by Buffalo Wings and Rings, Jerome's Collision Center, Dreamland Homes, and Shields.
Welcome back to the Evening Report, everybody. I'm at the Minot Country Club to introduce a new summer series that we're going to have a lot of fun with this season. This is Chris Olseth. He's the club pro here at the MCC. This is the first season where we're going to have all 18 holes open here at Minot Country Club. Chris, I know it got opened a little bit later last year, but we just want to be able to showcase. It's a beautiful course all summer long. Week to week, we're going to take you through one of Chris's rounds, just how to play every single shot if you're looking to come out here and just have a great time. It is a beautiful, beautiful place. We're going to start out at number one here. It's a par 4, Chris. The wind is a little hectic, isn't it?
It is. It's blowing pretty hard right to left, so it's going to bring the Varenka and the creek left of the fairway into play. So I'm going to probably play a pretty boring shot here and just keep it in play. This is a great hole, and one of the neat features of this course that Mr. Ing has given us is there's 7 different tee options on every hole. So you can play this hole from 200 yards out all the way back to 400 yards. So this is just a neat golf hole.
Absolutely. The wind is really whipping here, so it's going to be tough. I know you can probably drive this on a good day, but it's always best to play it safe. All right, so let's just start this on a good note, get that fairway in regulation, get our way closer to a birdie. All right, Chris, we're past the rough stuff here off the tee, and it looks like you pretty much got a straight look at it here. The mystery, though, is, I mean, when you can't see the green, it's hard to predict the undulation. You really have to go up and check it out. I mean, how do you want your ball to go, either high trajectory, or are you going to be able to run it despite being down this far?
You know, this doesn't call for a flop shot or anything like that. I did walk up a second ago, and the green is fairly flat between us and the pin here. So I'm just going to play a traditional pitch, get it onto the green and roll it, hopefully roll it as close to the hole as I can.
All right, you know, especially with this location, it's a good start for a course like we talked about at the tee that really wants to be accessible for all skill levels while requiring a challenge. So let's try to get it close here. All right?
Well, we'll do. I didn't hit the pitch shot I wanted to. I thought I would roll out a little more. I've got probably 20 to 25 feet, straight uphill. The break should move a little bit right to left, but I think more than anything, the wind's going to affect this putt.
Really?
The wind's going to, it's going pretty severe from right to left. I think that's going to accentuate the break. So,
you know, not a lot of people really like bring up the wind into putting. So yeah, that's really interesting. Actually.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here, let's just try to get it close. The goal has to be from this distance to get that manageable 2-putt, right?
Exactly. We're envisioning that inner tube in your backyard growing up or up at the lake. I envision it around the cup here, and I'm trying to get it in that inner tube. If it goes in, bonus. If it's in that inner tube, I know I've got to tap in.
All right, cool.
It's in the inner tube.
Exactly right. That's all you need there. I think I kind of saw that wind kick that you were talking about at that very end. But hey, it's a good tap in. It's what we want. Good way to start off, par to open our round here. Gotta stay quiet for the shot. All right, we'll see you guys every week throughout the summer, throughout the entire tour. It was a good opening hole with you, Chris. We look forward to being here all summer long.
Thank you. I look forward to it.
All right, we'll be right back.
It's time to golf a hole with the pro at Minot Country Club. Brought to you by Buffalo Wings and Rings, Jerome's Collision Center, Dreamland Homes, and Shields.
Welcome back to the Evening Report. It's time for our second edition of Hole with the Pro with Minot Country Club's Chris Olseth. Chris, this is the opening par 5 of the entire course. We're perched up pretty high, which we'll see a lot at this Minot Country Club layout. Challenges that you get just from the tee.
Off many of our tees out here, because they're so high here, the wind comes into play off every hole. The wind's different every day out here, so you really got to be paying attention to it every day.
Yeah, and just on this day in particular, I mean, sometimes you might get a little more yardage, but here it might even be tougher, even bringing in an early hazard.
Yeah, we have a creek that meanders from the left side of the fairway to the right that it's going to be a challenge to get it over today.
Okay, so we are in the fairway just fine. Chris, it's wet. The ball's sitting a little bit. With this wind still coming a little bit across, do you feel like you have a shot at this green even still in 2?
I do. The wind kind of hurt us off the tee here, and we didn't get much roll as a result, so we're about 230 out. I think it's kind of a green light opportunity to go for it. I'm going to aim at the left edge of the green and let the slope of that hill that Mr. Ing has designed up there kind of hopefully feed it down to the green.
Now, even with that hill that you have in front of you before the green that you're going to be going for in 2, I guess, is there sort of like a margin for error here if you leave it short? I know there's a bunker there, though.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about the bunker. I'm just kind of focused on the left edge of the green, and if I get there, great. If I don't, I've got a wedge in my hands and I can chip it close.
So Chris, just coming off that approach from the middle of the fairway here, you're kind of looking towards the left edge of the green. We're down short a little bit right, but I think you still got plenty of room to really aim where you're shooting for with the wedge here, right?
Yes, I hit the dreaded straight shot back there, so it didn't really come off according to plan, but got a simple little pitch shot here from about 40 yards. A lot of slope, left edge of the green, so I'm going to aim left of this flag and hopefully let it feed down. If I can get it somewhere within 10 feet, we'll be happy.
Right, so let's just try to recover from that perfectly straight shot you just did. All right, got it. All right, Chris, well, shots like that are reasons why that you're the club pro at the Minot Country Club. I mean, you don't gotta be modest. When you hit it from there into putts that I can make, that's pretty good, so
well, I was gonna say something. Usually people would give me this putt, Ben. So.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Well, I'm not gonna give it to you. I'm pretty strict here on our hole with the pros, so let's just knock a birdie down real quick.
Sounds good.
All right, red numbers on number 2. We'll be right back.
It's time to golf a hole with the pro at Minot Country Club, brought to you by Buffalo Wings and Rings, Jerome's Collision Center, Dreamland Homes, and Shields.
Welcome back to the Evening Report. It's time for hole number 3 on the Minot Country Club hole with the pro. Chris, there's a lot of trouble here on the right side, and you'll have to cross over a creek a couple of times. How do we start off on the right foot here?
Well, the biggest thing on this tee is to find out where the wind is. Being so elevated, the wind's going to come into play. Today it's pretty severe left to right, so I'm going to aim at the left edge of the fairway and hopefully the wind will bring it back into the middle of the fairway and make it a true par 5 today.
Yeah, I really hope you aim left and I hope it gets there, because I don't want to be going looking for balls there. I'm sure plenty of members and plenty of people that try out this course have a lot of trouble there on one of the toughest holes on the golf course, but it has to start with that essential great tee shot. So
absolutely.
Good luck. Okay, we are in the second cut right now, Chris, just a little bit off the fairway. Really just your window of opportunity there for the green. I don't really know what you got here. Where are we looking at for your next shot?
Right now we're about 210 yards out, and ordinarily I'd go for it, but with this wind being like it is today and the temperature, I'm just going to hit a low punch shot up here to the right. Mr. Ing's designed kind of a bailout area. It's actually a lot more receptive shot to the green from there, so it's all about making as low a score as possible, and right now with the conditions, that's going to be our best bet.
Yeah, not only that, you have that open area to aim at, but then once you are able to get there, hopefully, it's kind of like a flat look, I guess, from fairway to the flag level. It makes it easier.
Exactly, and we have more green to work with from that angle, so nothing but positives.
All right, Chris, well, we've landed in that prime layup opportunity zone here, this one little shorter fairway that you have here at the number 3. So when you look up to this green, now you do have a clear look at it, where do you want to try to stick it in order to have a good one-putt opportunity?
Yeah, I almost want to carry it hole high here. We have a false front between us and the pin that if that ball lands just short, maybe 10 feet on the green, it's going to come right back off the green. So
yeah, you can't have it there, especially because you have that one more cross to the creek. So let's just get it over.
Exactly.
Okay, we got the green in regulation, Chris, and it's good that we just barely missed that false front.
We did. We made it by about an inch. So now we've got a little bit of a tickler of a putt here. It's a speed putt, kind of on a ridge, just trying to knock it in the inner tube like we did on the first hole, and if it goes in, great. If not, we got a tap in par.
I got to keep it in that manageable inner tube 2-putt zone.
Yep.
There we go. It's curling back good. There we go. That's a tiny inner tube. I think that's a toddler's inner tube right there.
Exactly. It's a water wing.
There we go. All right, take that par. All right, looking good through 3. We'll be right back.